say we want to do a search for free removal Dallas as an example, right? You guys can see my screen, right? Free removal Dallas. Okay. In the past, when I first started, it was 7-pack. Okay. The GMB had 7 listings in it, and it was easier to put up a GMB and things like that. Slowly, they made the GMBs into a 3-pack, like what it is right now. So where I'm going with this is getting, Google is going as much as possible. They've always been a for-profit company, we know that, but they're just making it harder. They started then ads, then Google guaranteed lead ads, then GMB ads. You see that? Now the top 2 have GMB lead ads. So if I do dentist, let's just try Chicago, right? It's got 3 ads. Usually the ad comes up for whatever reason. I want to see if I can bring up an ad. Look at this sponsored ad. You see that? Okay. Ads, GMB ads, Google lead ads is just becoming so much more harder, especially for even more tougher.
Pay to play, basically.
Pay to play, yes. You see, if I do a locksmith, Google lead ads, there's only one. I'm surprised that only one shows up. Usually,
a roofer.
4 show up. 4 spots show up for whatever reason. But you get the idea. So GMBs, the more reviews, the better, right? Like, look at this guy, 10,000 reviews. If you're putting up a brand new rank and rent and trying to outrank this guy, by the time you start ranking and generating calls, your son or daughter has to take over. It's like that, in a couple of years, right? So where I am going with it, we still will try and put up GMBs in, we find a low-hanging fruits. The drill. I don't want to go into it. Find the city within 100,000, 150,000. Find niches that people are not into. I don't know. The other day I was looking at like siding, right? Siding. This one I don't know where. Somewhere I was looking into siding, and even I was able to find look at that, 28, 31, 8. If it's, and this is a big city, Boston, but if you find something smaller city, you can find ones with less reviews, if you will. But the smaller cities are more reviews. Bigger ones are
Boston. You can go in the suburbs,
yeah. Right? But putting up a GMB is getting tougher. We do have ways around it using the video verification and things like that. But Google is so much in a mess. So anyway, long story short, here is a strategy that I'm doing. I was telling Jim the other day. And then today, literally today, I posted this. I get a text in the morning from one guy in our group saying, first real phone call for one of my websites in the first batch with no GMB, ranking for one side, producing a call, right? So this is the guy, but a couple of months ago, just before I went on a trip, he wanted a one-on-one with me. And so I jumped on a call with him and he was like, how do I do it? He lives outside the US, by the way. And he's like, getting a GMB is difficult, getting an address is difficult, all the things, but I want to make money, rank and rent, pay per call, whatever it is. And so the strategy I told him is this, okay? And this answers your question, Dora, and anybody else. Go through the usual thing that I've always been teaching, list of cities by population, go to Home Advisor, pick a niche, right? So let's just go through this, okay? Pick a city in 200, 300,000, right? I'm just going to pick something in Michigan because I know Michigan. Okay. So let's just say I'm going to pick Troy, Michigan. Okay. Which I know is 100,000 or 110,000 population, right? Yeah. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to find a niche, which is not popular, not competitive. Everybody is not in there. So I'm staying away from trees. I'm staying away from plumber, dentist, locksmith, the usual common ones, HVAC. I'm staying away from them.
About concrete?
Concrete is still good. Yes. Again, it depends. So let's just do a search, right? Concrete, contractor. Let's do Troy, Michigan. Again, it's permutation combination, right? Look at this. There's one with 6 reviews, 121 reviews, 89 reviews. But here's the thing. I'm staying away from GMBs. So I do look to see how many reviews they have, how competitive they are, but I'm staying away from GMBs. If I can get a GMB, great. But here is my thing, right? I'm going to go down here and I'm going to look at what kind of websites are ranking organic.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger the website's ranking, the more happy I am. Like Home Advisor, Angie, look at the DA77, DA80. These are big ones. Usual SEO guys are like, oh my God, I got all these big websites ranking. How do I rank my website? But I am happy, and I'll show you why. Like, this is one guy who may be a real company. I don't know. I'm going to open this guy. But Yelp, Better Business Bureau, you see that? By the time this guy and this guy come, it's the bottom of the page, right?
Tag. Yeah.
Now, this guy who is ranking, this could be a real company. I think so, right? He has an inner page. I'm
Looks
going,
like it.
yep, I'm going that strategy. So if somebody, if I put up a website in Troy, I know that if I find a contractor in Troy, he can drive to Rochester Hills, Sterling Heights, Madison Heights, Royal Oak, right? Because think about it, right? How far is Sterling Heights from Troy, right? 15 minutes, 17 minutes, right? Anything up to a 30-minute radius, I would take those cities. My game plan is this. So we put up a website. Now we are staying away from city concrete. So we are staying away from the name Troy Concrete Pros, things like that. We're going to be going after a brand name. Okay.
Yeah.
It could be Jeff, it could be Rob, something more common. The brand name could be Michigan. So if somebody calls, hey, is it Michigan Concrete? Yeah, we are in Michigan, we are concrete. Or it could be a brand name that's something like Ace Concrete, Affordable Concrete. So it's a common word that's commonly used, but it can also be a brand name.
Pros.
Position, yeah. Concrete, there you go, right? Concrete Pro Company, doesn't matter, right? And
Yeah.
then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all these city pages, city 1,
Mm-hmm.
city 2, stuff like that. Right? So this would be Sterling Heights. You know, you get the idea, right?
I had a client who was a granite company near
Okay.
me. And for 3 years, they were my client. And then they said, we've got to let you go. We don't understand why you're doing these location pages. It makes no sense to us.
Okay.
So they let me go. They hired a guy for free. You know what they have up now?
Mhm.
Location pages.
Yep.
Yep. Location pages.
Location
But-
pages. I'm telling you that.
Yep.
Ideally, here is what you can do long term if you can. You can put up a GMB for each of the location pages. That's going to bring a lot more calls. But with GMBs becoming so difficult, even if you don't get these GMBs, right? Here is exactly what I told Jim, and he did exactly what I told Dominic. He's the one who gave the screenshot with his first call, right? Is you want to find 15 to 20 cities around you, around that main city, and put these location pages, and then follow the SEO process, the citations without the address because you don't have an address, or get a fictitious address, social profiles, PBNs, the interlinking, on page, all of that, the blogs, all of that. So if you have 20 cities, and from each city you only get one call a month, I'm not talking a week, a day, a month, that's 20 calls a month going to your concrete guy, and he can make some money, he can pay you some money. Up until maybe 3-4 months ago, the most recent update, I was doing exactly. So if I put content here, let's just call it content A, right? I would copy and paste it for this city and just change the city name, right? But what I found was, and we're still testing it out, but I found the websites where we put the exact content was not really ranking. It was not coming high up. It was not even getting indexed a lot. And there could be various reasons. So we started putting up new content for each of the pages. So again, my thinking is, if you're not going to be investing in GMBs, I might as well be investing in content. And again, you don't have to pay content. You can spin the content, get one piece of content written by a good content writer, or you write it, or get ChatGPT to write it and spin it, or get ChatGPT to write it all the time. So as far as it's a bit different, that's all. You don't have to have totally unique content every page, but it's not the exact 100% duplicate. That's all, right? And then when it comes to interlinking, here is what we do. We would link from at least 2 to 3 pages interlinking. So when I say interlinking, I'm talking linking from one city page to the home page, from the city page to a blog page, from a city page to a contact us page, things like that, right? So for each page, let's say this is Sterling Heights, right? I would, as in part of my content, I would link to the home page, which is this one, concreteprocompany.com. I would link to a blog page. I would link to a service page. You can mix and match, right? But then I would also do an outbound authority link, okay, which is basically I would link to a page, Sterling Heights. I would just go Google Sterling Heights. I told my VA, find the Sterling Heights city page, a .gov or city page, something with a decent DA, right? Or a Wikipedia page or a news article, it doesn't matter. And that's what I call outbound authority. So from Sterling Heights page, you link out to a Sterling Heights city. From Royal Oak page, you link out to Royal Oak. You know, you get the idea, right? And then you can also map embed, right? Embed the city, Sterling Heights city map on that page.
Yeah.
So all of these are just more relevant signals to Google that this page is all about Sterling Heights and tree service or concrete.